Last week, a 67-year-old patient walked into my office with chest pain and dangerously high blood pressure. When I asked what changed in his routine, he pulled out his phone and showed me a viral post claiming baking soda would restore his manhood overnight. He'd been drinking it 3 times a day for 2 weeks. Gentlemen, we need to talk. I'm Dr. Olivia Brooks, and today I'm answering the question on everyone's mind. Can baking soda really help with erectile performance? Or is this just another internet myth that could actually hurt you? Let me start with something important. If you've tried this because you're desperate for a solution, I understand. There's no judgment here. Millions of men are searching for answers, and when you're struggling with something so personal, you'll try anything that gives you hope. But what if I told you that not only does baking soda not work for this purpose, it might actually be making the problem worse? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could save you from serious health complications while pointing you toward what actually works based on real medical science. Before we dive deeper, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. I know every creator says this, but here's why it matters for you. YouTube's algorithm shows my videos to more men who need this information when you engage. Your like could help your buddy, your brother, or your neighbor who's too embarrassed to search for this themselves. Drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing our community grow from all corners of the world. Now let's get into the science. So here's what's happening online right now. Social media posts are claiming that mixing a teaspoon of baking soda in water will balance your blood's pH levels, boost something called nitric oxide, improve blood circulation, and restore erectile function within days. The posts specifically target men over 60, saying that as you age, your blood becomes too acidic, and that's why your performance has declined. Sounds logical, right? It even sounds kind of scientific. But here's where things fall apart. Your body doesn't work that way, and believing this myth could put you in real danger. Let me explain what's really happening inside your body. Your blood has a pH level, which is basically a measure of how acidic or alkaline it is. Your body keeps this pH incredibly stable, between 735 and 745 on the pH scale. Your kidneys and lungs work together every single second of every single day to maintain this balance. It's one of the most tightly controlled systems in your entire body because even tiny changes can be life-threatening. When you drink baking soda, which is alkaline, you're not changing your blood pH. Your body immediately compensates through your kidneys and breathing. What you are doing, however, is flooding your system with sodium. Now, why does this matter? Because excess sodium raises your blood pressure. And here's the cruel irony. High blood pressure is one of the leading causes of erectile dysfunction. Let me repeat that so it really sinks in. You're taking something to improve blood flow and performance, but you're actually creating the exact condition that damages your ability to achieve and maintain firmness. One of my patients, a 62-year-old retired firefighter, came in wondering why his blood pressure suddenly spiked. We traced it back to the baking soda he'd been consuming daily for 3 weeks after seeing it recommended online. When he stopped, his blood pressure came back down. But the damage to his confidence and his health during those weeks was real. Here's another critical point. There is not a single peer-reviewed medical study, not one published research paper in any credible medical journal that shows baking soda helps with erectile function. Zero. None. This isn't me being stubborn or old-fashioned. This is me looking at the actual medical literature where treatments get tested, studied, and proven before we recommend them to patients. The baking soda claim exists only on social media, where anyone can post anything without proof, without testing, and without accountability for the harm they might cause. Let's talk about electrolyte balance for a moment, because this is another hidden danger. Your body relies on a careful balance of electrolytes like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These minerals control everything from your heartbeat to your muscle contractions to your nerve signals. When you dump extra baking soda into your system, you're not just adding sodium, you're throwing off this entire delicate balance. This can lead to muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, confusion, and in severe cases, even seizures or heart problems. I've seen patients in the emergency room because they thought they were helping themselves with home remedies when they were actually creating medical emergencies. So if baking soda doesn't work and might actually harm you, what does the real science say about improving erectile function naturally? I'm glad you asked, because this is where things get interesting and actually hopeful. The key isn't changing your blood's pH. The real issue is something called nitric oxide. This is a molecule that your body produces naturally, and it has one crucial job when it comes to firmness. It signals the blood vessels in the penis to relax and expand so blood can flow in. Without adequate nitric oxide, the blood vessels stay constricted, blood flow remains limited, and achieving firmness becomes difficult or impossible. This is basic vascular physiology, and it's why most prescription medications for erectile dysfunction work by enhancing nitric oxide's effects in the body. Now, here's where natural solutions come into play, and I want to be clear about something up front. I'm not selling anything. I don't have supplements to push on you. What I'm sharing is based on published medical research that you can look up yourself. There's an amino acid called L-citrulline that your body naturally converts into nitric oxide. Studies published in medical journals have shown that L-citrulline supplementation can improve erectile hardness and satisfaction in men with mild to moderate difficulties. The research is there. The mechanism makes sense, and it works with your body's natural processes, not against them. Where do you find L-citrulline naturally? Watermelon is actually one of the best sources. Yes, watermelon. I know it sounds almost too simple, but the research backs this up. There have been clinical studies showing that watermelon consumption can have measurable effects on vascular function because of its L-citrulline content. Now, you'd need to eat a lot of watermelon to get therapeutic doses, which is why some men choose concentrated extracts. But the point is, this is a natural compound that works through a proven biological pathway, unlike baking soda, which operates on completely false assumptions about how your body regulates pH. But let's be honest about something. Erectile difficulties in men over 50 usually aren't caused by just one thing. It's typically a combination of factors. Your testosterone levels naturally decline with age. Your blood vessels may have some damage from years of stress, diet, or medical conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure. Your circulation isn't what it used to be. Hormonal balance shifts. This is why a single magic solution rarely exists. Real improvement comes from addressing multiple factors simultaneously. Think about it like this. If your car isn't running well, you don't just change the oil and expect everything to be perfect. You might need new spark plugs, a clean air filter, and fresh fuel. Your body works the same way. You need good circulation, adequate hormone levels, healthy blood vessels, and proper signaling between your nerves and tissues. This is why lifestyle changes make such a massive difference, and why I always start there with my patients before discussing any other interventions. Exercise is absolutely critical. When you move your body regularly, you improve blood flow throughout your entire vascular system, including the blood vessels that matter for erectile function. You don't need to become a marathon runner. Even 30 minutes of walking most days of the week makes a measurable difference. Strength training helps too because it can naturally boost testosterone levels. One of my patients, a 59-year-old accountant, started walking during his lunch breaks and doing basic resistance exercises 3 times a week. Within 2 months, he noticed significant improvements. No pills, no supplements, just movement. Diet matters more than most men realize. Your blood vessels need certain nutrients to stay healthy and flexible. Foods rich in antioxidants like berries and leafy greens protect your vascular system from damage. Healthy fats from fish, nuts, and olive oil support hormone production and reduce inflammation. Cutting back on processed foods and excessive sugar helps prevent further damage to your blood vessels. I'm not saying you need a perfect diet. I'm saying small, consistent improvements add up to real changes in how your body functions. If you smoke, quitting is probably the single most important thing you can do for erectile function. Smoking damages your blood vessels directly. It constricts them, reduces blood flow, and accelerates vascular aging. I've had patients who struggled for years, and within 6 months of quitting smoking, they saw dramatic improvements. The body has an amazing ability to heal when you stop actively damaging it. Managing existing health conditions is crucial too. If you have diabetes, keeping your blood sugar controlled protects your nerves and blood vessels. If you have high blood pressure, managing it reduces strain on your cardiovascular system. If you're overweight, losing even 10 to 15 pounds can improve hormone levels and circulation. These aren't glamorous solutions. They're not quick fixes, but they work because they address the actual underlying causes. Sleep is another factor that gets overlooked. Poor sleep disrupts hormone production, particularly testosterone, which naturally peaks during deep sleep. If you're not getting quality rest, your body can't produce adequate hormones or repair damaged tissues. Stress management falls into this category too. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, which suppresses testosterone and constricts blood vessels. Finding ways to manage stress, whether through meditation, hobbies, or simply taking time to relax, has measurable effects on your physical function. Now let's talk about what to avoid. Beyond baking soda, there are countless other myths and false promises circulating online. Some claim that specific foods will restore your vitality overnight. Others push unproven gadgets or exercises. Some suggest dangerous practices that could cause injury. The internet is full of people trying to make money off your desperation, and they don't care if their claims are backed by science or if they might hurt you. This is why I always tell my patients, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Real medical solutions are based on understanding how the body works and working with those natural processes, not against them. If you've tried everything and you're still struggling, it's time to have an honest conversation with a healthcare provider. There might be underlying medical conditions that need treatment. There might be medication side effects contributing to the problem. There might be hormonal imbalances that need correction. A good doctor will run appropriate tests, review your medications, and work with you to develop a comprehensive plan. This isn't admitting defeat. This is being smart and taking your health seriously. And here's something else I want you to understand. Erectile function is often an early warning sign of cardiovascular problems. The blood vessels in the penis are smaller than the arteries feeding your heart. When those smaller vessels have trouble with blood flow, it often means your larger arteries are developing problems too. In other words, erectile difficulties could be your body's way of telling you that your cardiovascular health needs attention before you have a heart attack or stroke. This is why you shouldn't ignore the issue or just try random internet remedies. This is why proper medical evaluation matters. Let me bring this full circle. That patient I mentioned at the beginning, the one who came in with chest pain from taking too much baking soda, after we got his blood pressure under control and he stopped the baking soda, we worked on the real issues. 3 months later, he came back for a follow-up and told me things were better than they'd been in years. So here's my bottom line for you. Stop wasting time and potentially harming yourself with baking soda. It doesn't work. It's based on false assumptions about how your body regulates pH, and it could raise your blood pressure and create electrolyte imbalances that make your problems worse. Instead, focus on what actually works. Move your body regularly, eat better, quit smoking if you haven't already, manage stress, and get good sleep. If you want to explore natural compounds, look into things like L-citrulline that have actual research behind them. And most importantly, talk to a healthcare provider who can evaluate your specific situation and guide you properly. Your body is remarkably resilient. With the right approach, many men see significant improvements, but it requires patience, consistency, and working with proven science instead of social media myths. You deserve real solutions, not false promises. Before we wrap up, remember that disclaimer I always give you? Everything I share on this channel is for educational purposes only. I'm providing information to help you understand your health better and make informed decisions. But I'm not your personal doctor through a YouTube video. For specific medical advice tailored to your unique situation, you need to consult with a healthcare provider who can examine you, review your history, and guide you appropriately. Don't use anything you hear online as a substitute for proper medical care. Thanks for watching today. If this video helped you understand the truth about baking soda and erectile function, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. And remember, taking care of your health isn't just about one area of your life. It's about treating your whole body with respect and giving it what it actually needs to function well. I'll see you in the next video. Stay informed, stay healthy, and don't fall for internet myths.